So trend number one, Amazon the bank. JP Morgan, 60 million households. Amazon Prime has 66 million Prime members, right? And so when you think about this, obviously Amazon's on a tear. Just the rumor of them entering a space will send your stock price down, right? So 3 to 4 weeks ago, there was a rumor that they're getting into drugstores and pharma and Walgreens and the like, all kind of cratered. Obviously, when they bought Whole Foods, that did not do a lot of good for all of their competitors. They're sort of the everything store in the truest sense of the word, right? So they are in everything now, right? It's, AWS is a beast, and obviously, their e-commerce kind of engine is obviously big as well. Could it be its next target? When you look at Amazon from a customer satisfaction perspective, right, they do better than most of the, all of the sort of incumbent financial services institutions. When you talk to millennials especially, like a lot of them will tell you that they, surveys will say they would prefer to, bank or do financial services with Google, Amazon, Facebook, right? So you have this opportunity here, Alex from Andreessen Horowitz kind of talking about if they can start lending you money and extending you credit, it just feeds the sort of buying machine that they've built. The chatter about Amazon and banking or financial services is obviously increasing. These are some of the areas that Amazon is already in. Great payments traction. We think IP is a really interesting area when you look at Amazon, right? So they're working on facial identity and selfies as a means of payment, right? So IP is a great leading indicator for what Amazon's working on. When you actually looked at, just to kind of play back the Whole Foods acquisition, right? You looked at their logistics patents, logistics warehousing over time. You actually saw a lot more activity from Amazon on the patent side, which kind of, it's hard to predict an acquisition like Whole Foods, but you knew they were going to make some moves here. They've been extending credit to small businesses, cash, again, like their ambition is sort of unmatched in terms of what they're trying to do. And then they play the long game, right? So we look back in the patent database that we have. This is a patent from 2004, right? So they've been thinking about, fin services, either how it reduces friction in their own purchasing process or how to own more of that sort of value chain over time. They're going to go after different segments. I think this is really sort of one of the things that they do. So how will they and when will they take on more of the bank? So I think one of the first N+1 trends we think it's worth looking at, and obviously who would be affected, it's probably everybody in this room. So